Hi, and welcome to another Coffee Talk session. Today, I'm going to be talking about S2K order entry and how you can use it to track marketing effectiveness and also increase your sales. So S2K's order entry is, of course, available directly from the Customer Orders Daily Transaction Processing menu. So for today, I'm strictly going to be speaking to the first option that you'll see, order entry. I won't be discussing any of these other functions for today. So let's focus just on the customer order entry. So you access the program, as I said, directly from the menu. Because this is customer order entry, obviously, the first thing we need to know is the customer. Now, if you knew the customer number, you can go ahead and just enter it. Otherwise, you can take advantage of the search here. Some really dynamic search capabilities in S2K. So you can go ahead here and search on any part of a name, a phone number. You could search on a state, any of the options up top. But you'll also see there's a global search here. So I can type in just part of the customer name, part of their street address, whatever I know about them, and then the application will subset the search and help me find exactly the customer that I'm looking for. For our purposes today, I'm just going to go ahead and select the first one there, Acme Inc. When I select the customer, you'll note that there are some internal messages that'll pop up here. So for me, this is another great tool to remind whoever's taking the order to promote new items or to inform the customer about something specific. So there are customer-specific messages, like you're seeing here, and there are global messages. Maybe you're going to be closed Christmas Day, that type of thing. So these messages will pop up directly for the user. They have to acknowledge the message. They have to hit enter in order to continue. Once they do so, though, then they'll be presented with some more information and other options here for data entry. So one of the ones I really want to focus on is this campaign ID down here. So what you'll have an opportunity to do within the order entry application is track from which campaign this order came. Now, I have a couple here in my demo, so you'll see there's various channels here, which is a really nice way. Now, understanding, gee, is an email blast a better way for us to get new customers, or is SEO driving more orders? So you can set up these various channels here, and you can track the marketing activities. If you build up enough history, then you can see, well, gee, we found in the first quarter of the year, emailing is great, but maybe in the summer, SEO is a better way to go. So with this tool, you can really now track the effectiveness of campaigns over time. If you're using our e-commerce application and our S2K Marketing Cloud function, that will actually embed this information directly, so you'll know and you can do analysis on which orders came from where. So again, some really nice tools built into the application here that will allow you to track the relative effectiveness of your marketing campaigns. One of the other options for tracking here within the order entry module is this function here, where we can track and tie a customer order or even quotes to opportunities. So if your sales team had created opportunities here and wanted to track what orders are now tied to that opportunity, again, there's a very easy method to doing that here right directly from customer order entry. So I've got, again, a couple of different opportunities here, so I can see, hey, this order is going to be tied to the new product. So maybe as a salesperson, I've been going out and making sales calls, and I've been promoting a series of new products to the customer. So I'll show you how we can track that within the application here. But this is by using the opportunity tracking here, it's a great way to see your marketing effectiveness also. So I'll know if I went ahead and created an opportunity, did I actually get any orders associated with that? So continuing on, so talk a little bit about marketing effectiveness, but I want to kind of transition over into some sales tools. So the system will pop up here. If there are promotions, there are items you're trying to promote for a customer, a group of customers, etc., they'll pop right up here. Customer can go ahead and select if they want to take advantage of this promotion. They can go ahead and select a quantity here, and that will automatically get added right onto my order. So I selected a quantity of 2. I've got those 2 line items now on my order. So I've transitioned, of course, over to our detail entry screen. So from here now, also though, just to show you a nice feature, so if I want to go ahead and search and say, well, what are my new items? If I had embedded that as an example in the keyword, now those new items will pop up, and the system is going to tell me my inventory availability. So what do I have on hand here? What is it that I can go ahead and sell directly from my inventory? So we'll pop that right up here and say, gee, I'm going to go ahead and select one of these items. Okay, so I'll highlight the line, select it. Now, if you've taken the time and have product images, those will appear here. It's a really nice way of visualizing exactly what the product is. So I'll see that little thumbnail image directly in order entry. Okay, I'll key in my price here. Okay. And then as I do that, though, the system will then tell me, hey, this item has complementary items. So this complementary, again, great way to do upselling. So I'm buying a camera here. The system will then go ahead and suggest, don't you need a camera bag to go with that? So now, of course, you'll set this up. You'll need to go ahead and create these relationships in the system. But nonetheless, and then during customer order entry, will pop up directly. It'll show that user what the complementary items are and allow them to do some upselling. So again, great way to help increase sales. Okay, when I do that, then I'll have now 2 line items on my order. So I selected my camera, I've selected my camera bag as well, so I've added 2 line items onto my order. Now, if there were, or if you're taking advantage of our alert system, a user, maybe that's a super user, maybe it's a sales supervisor, but someone can get a real-time alert from the system saying, hey, Pete just entered an order. Okay, that was outside of the gross profit tolerance. So, sorry, more specifically, an individual line item was outside the gross profit tolerance. So, a user would be alerted to that. Maybe this is a user error, but anyway, management would be alerted to that. So it's something that you can track and make sure before the order is released and that there's an opportunity to correct that. So the system is also very proactive. Again, another way of making sure that you're hitting particular gross profit that you're expecting on various line items. You'll be able to get alerts relative to that. Now, other options here. So if I go again and I'm going to find another item, the system will tell me, hey, you're looking for this premium paper 8.5 by 11. You don't have any in this warehouse. So what do I do? Now, if you're a customer with multiple locations, it'll show you here that you have inventory available in other warehouses. Great. You can create a transfer. You can split the order. You have a number of options there. But if you didn't have any, or if you're a customer with a single location, the system will show you that there are valid substitutes here. Okay, so I can go ahead and select now and say, oh, okay, great. Well, I don't have this item that the customer originally ordered, but I have a very similar product. It's available, and I can go ahead and add that item directly onto the order. So again, it's a great way of helping you increase sales where maybe you're out of a particular item. The system can tell you a valid substitute, and you can add that directly into the order. So those are some nice tools, but I do want to show you some other things that are within the application. So the application also supports a shopping list. So this is a listing of what this customer has purchased from you over a period of time. So it's a great way of upselling. So there's obviously a lot of items here on this list, and I just picked a couple. So I can say to the customer, hey, you haven't bought any of this product in a while or any of this. Don't you need some more? So yeah, gee, you know, I could use a couple more. So it's a really wonderful way and a very easy way to help your sales team or your order takers increase sales. So the shopping list is a lovely method to add in additional additional line items onto an order. In addition to that, though, there's a relatively new feature in the enterprise package where we offer an order guide. So an order guide can be a number of different things, but for our purposes here, this will show maybe a list of items that we're trying to promote, or this is a list of items that maybe we're overstocked on that we want to try to sell through. So this will, upon selection, the order guide pops up and it shows us all of those items, okay, within that order guide. And then again, there's an opportunity here to enter a quantity that you want to add on to the order. So again, this is a nice way of helping to increase sales as opposed to just taking line items on orders. Now the customer service team or those people taking orders can do a more consultative approach and really engage in some upselling here. So we'll select a couple of the items. I do a quantity of 3 and 2, and we'll again add those right here directly onto the order. So I built up, the order here. So although the customer may have initially ordered or interested in some new items, what I can see here now is that there's some really nice tools to increase sales, whether that's through substitutions, through complementary items, through a shopping list or order guide. There's a number of utilities that will help you and help your team increase sales. Now, one of the other things that I like to point out here within the application as a way to help maybe increase profitability is this ability to add additional charges. So if you had a minimum order fee that you wanted to add in, or if there was some type of fuel surcharge or a pallet charge or some other things that are unique to your business, you can add in your own additional charges here right within the application. So the user would key in the value that they want for a minimum order or fuel surcharge or what have you. But this is a great way of adding in some additional fees onto the order and help you increase your profitability. Okay, so this will be the order summary here. So I'll have visibility based on my security of what the cost is, a gross profit amount. So I'll be able to see that information directly from here. And if for some reason the total order gross profit didn't meet my company's goals, again, I would get an alert to that. Our supervisor would at least, getting an alert saying, hey, there was an order entered that didn't meet our gross profit expectations. So with that, I'll say thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this coffee talk.